martial arts is what I wanted to do, and so I took up the karate, and from then on I didn't stop. I was driving a tractor for my dad. I was cutting grass to make hay because it'd been a really warm week. I was 17 years old. I had the windows open in the tractor, driving away. I took an epileptic fit. I came out of the tractor, and when you're like using mowers and stuff like that, gang mowers like this in particular, they sit out to the right hand side of the tractor so you can cut in and in, you know. Basically I was unfortunate enough to come out of the right hand side of the tractor, and the mower, you know, tractors have got sticky throttles. You can just jam the throttle on and it'll keep going, so you don't have to have your foot on it, because, you know, as you know, if you're driving a car, if you're driving bumpy ground, your foot comes off and on the throttle a lot, so therefore you'd be stopping and starting. So obviously the sticky throttle, the tractor just keeps going regardless of the terrain it's on, and basically, well, the tractor obviously kept on going regardless of whether I was in it or not. And so I'm lying in the field having a fit, and the tractor just went over the top of me with a grass cutter on it, and that's what damaged cut my hand, cut my face, did my back, did my leg, and did the rest of my arm and shoulder as well. Remember it as clear as day. I woke up, it was dark, the lights were all off. I assumed it was dark. There was I just woke up kind of groggy, and then I noticed I couldn't move. They taped everything, they taped my arms across me and stuff so I wouldn't move about, and they'd like restrain me so I didn't kick about and open up any of the wounds I'd got. So like you know, I mean, it was quite a shock. I woke up in a hospital, strapped to a bed, not knowing what was going on. I kind of like, I screamed a bit. I went a bit mad until obviously, you know, they explained to me what had happened, and then I was all right. But I mean, it was very bizarre. I you know, just waking up in a strange environment, strapped to a bed. It's like horror movie material. You know, I kind of wished I'd taken some time out. I was obviously suffering from like post-traumatic stress disorder, as you would. My head wasn't in the right place, you know what I mean? And I had my hires to sit. But people were just like treading carefully around me and stuff, which is understandably so. And it felt very. It wasn't a pleasant experience, my last year in school, because obviously I wasn't the same person, you know, and that's understandable, and I just didn't want to be there because I didn't feel, I felt like Elephant Man, you know. I just felt like completely strange because my face had changed because of all the scars on it, and they were very red, you know, and prominent, and obviously I had this missing limb. You know, I was a total idiot in the town, drunk a lot, gave up the rugby and decided to lose some weight. I went to kickboxing, but the guy said he couldn't teach me.
Yeah, I mean, he knows so much about technique, and he's a great teacher, and the discipline is, you know, there as well. So it's a mix of everything. Great.
Toby Douglas, who takes it.
just it's always like little bits of knowledge that helps a huge way. So yeah, it's good.
I really wanted it badly. I wanted to be able to do it because I just thought it was so interesting and it was such a good life choice and thing to do and such a good form of fitness and I really enjoyed the you know the social aspect of it too. I really wanted to stick at it, so I trained really hard and worked hard at it. Violent. I mean, it's a combat sport. There's contact being made, and Muay Thai, there is full contact and very little protection. I'm standing in front of this guy who's, you know, clearly about a foot taller than me, and obviously about a stone heavier than me because, you know, he weighed in bang on 79 kilos and I weighed in about 73. That was fully clothed. So that's 6 kilos, which is approximately a stone. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I had a game plan for that fight, which was hit him as much as I could so he couldn't hit me, which was basically distract him. You know, if I kept hitting him, he wouldn't be able to get a shot off. And it did work until, like, the final round when I started getting tired. And then he just came out with this massive right hook and I just hit the deck. But it's just the pure adrenaline rush and the excitement, you know, and you're really not aware of very much. You can't hear anything, it's all just white noise. Even though there's like a stereo blasting music, there's the crowd shouting your name and, you know, there's all that going on. It's fantastic, you know. Martial arts is how they're introducing it, and it's inspiring other kids as well, and they'll be their kids' heroes. But definitely my heroes are Bruce Lee, without a doubt. I mean, absolute legend. Yeah. I've grown to like it so much, I've made it a really big part of my life. I mean, without it, I don't know what else I would be doing.